Hi, welcome back again. Today we are going to talk about two important things for Excel. That is how to create the design and templates. We're going to see the forms of text, the fill borders, the merge of cells, and also we're going to see how to print, how to set up the printing page with topics 8 and 9. So we'll start with topic 8, design in templates in Excel. And here we have two exercises. In these two we have sheet number 1, and see that this is an image that we are going to copy just like this in this part of the sheet. And in the second sheet we have another image, and we are going to copy just like it is in the upper part. So first we'll start work with the sheet number 1. So get it closer, do zoom in, and see that this image starts in column A until column H. So we couldn't trespass this column. So it will occupy from the row number 1 until 19. So we're going to perform this exercise as it is. So let's see the procedures for this design. With this design, we're going to learn to work with the Home tab and all the options of this ribbon. Here we have the group of font and also the alignment. So this is related to center, in the middle, justify, to the left, to the right, and more elements. In font, for instance, we see the bold, italic, underlining, the borders, highlight the cells, the color of text, and the color of the fill, and also the type of font that we're going to use, and also how to insert an image. And here we're going to use it here. Remember that this is a source that I provided you earlier, and we are going to use this image. So these are our logos. Having said that, let's get back here. And how can I start? First, I'm going to start with column B. In column B, and I just locate in cell 4, B4, and I'm going to type here the heading as it is here, but I just click enter. You can see that the text is occupying 2 cells. How can I know that it's located in 2 cells? Because here in the formula bar is located, but here the column C is not inserted here. So if I expand it, I just can verify how it is. So I'll get back here and I continue with theme, with brand, and the rest of the headings as you are seeing. And each of them are the same way as it is, even though it occupies more space than originally. Okay, so already we have the headings. Now you can see that this row is a little bit higher, so I'm going to double the size. So ready. And now I'm going to continue selecting this, and so I select from B4 until H4, and in the upper part I'm going to align, and here I wrap text. I click here and you see how it was adjusted to the width of the cells. So those words that were occupying 2 cells are divided into 2, and here it was adjusted and with wrapping text. So here it is, and then I can center to have it in the middle, and you can see how it goes up. And these ones I can extend it a little more because I can see everything, and I can do the same with this one. Ready. And now it's going to see the main headings in the upper part. See where it is the main title. I can start it from D2, where I'm going to type the title. And below, I can add this other title too, a subtitle. Okay, so now I'm going to combine with H, and from here until H2 I'm going to use this merge and center. Well, I also click here and put it in its original state, and now I combine it, and then I do the same for the next subtitle. So I center them by in the middle. Okay, so these two, I'm going to open it a little bit more, a double size than in fact that it has. See, I didn't combine and didn't merge the previous ones. So I'm going downwards. So I'm going to do this in G17. Here I'm going to insert this subtotal heading and also add the tags and the net. Okay, ready? I have the headings. Now let's go to see this vertical heading. I can type it here. I'm going to type it and you will see. Here, equipment inventory. But this won't go in this way, but it's occupying, so I just select in the cells from 5 until 16. I'm going to press this merge and center, but the text is here at the bottom, but I need to wrap text, remember? Okay, it's wrapped, but now I need to put it in the other sense, so that's why I use orientation. And here you have different ways to address how to center the text. I have this other one and have the next one that I'm interested at, this one. So I can try the other one, which is the opposite, and have another one that is format cell alignment to do other configurations. So I want to rotate the cell and I'll place it in the middle. Okay, so I have basically all the text. What I'm missing is the format. So I select the first one, I select in this blue, and the text will be in white. I expand a little more, so I put it on bold, so I can make I can choose the size of font, or maybe using this. And also here we can put the opposite. Here will be in blue, and I'm going to expand it a little more, and ready. On the rest, I select the headings again. I'm changing the fill and the color of the text, and I put it in bold too. Here the same, but I can copy the format painter. For instance, you can select any of them, just click on the format painter and click on one of them, but it doesn't get back, so I need to place in one of these cells, and then I copy that and I can do it again. But if you don't want to do that, just do it as follows. Just locate in any of these headings, just copy the format painter, and you drag with the brush and it accepts the format. This option is very useful. Or you can do this one too. You just locate on one of them and double click on Format Painter, double click, and then you click the first one, click on the second one, and click on the third one. So when you finish, just escape and ready. Obviously it adopted all the format, and now you can use it independently. I autofill the text in bold and asking it to have it in 2 lines. Well, so now there comes the borders. So I select everything that I did in this way up to here, from here up to the bottom. So I press Ctrl and select the cells that I'm going to work also. So I get back again, Ctrl and select again. Then I go to borders and I apply all borders. So just look at here. Since I never merged these cells, but here comes the logo, so I'm going to select this. I'm going to merge them. So now I have it cleaner area here. So I'm going to make it shorter so I can have the room for the logo. So I locate here and I'm going to insert here. This is illustrations. Here I have pictures and from this computer. So there is a window where I'm going to look for the images, and the images I got them in resources. I select that one and the image appears here. So I take it from this angle and make it shorter, but it's not either from this part, but it's double work. Just take it from one corner enough, and that's enough. So when it's reduced, you can put it there. Well, now let's going to see the format of the lines. So I can select all my work. I press Ctrl, and if I go to the borders, I don't have any thicker border, but I want all the borders and internally too. But I want all the borders internally, as I said. So I go to the last option that it says more borders, and here in this window I say this. First I'm going to choose a thicker line, this one. This one is too much, this one. So I select the color and let's choose a different one, the green one. So first the style, then the color, and here just click this option that it says none. So in the preview it disappears, and then you activate the outline and it's all in green and the inside lines. So first none, then the second outline, and then the lines. And now you can see it's all in green. So we are setting up, and now I get back to do it in black. So Ctrl again to select this part that was missing. And then you have here more borders, and here click the first, the style, and then I change the color in automatic, that is black, and then take out outline and then the inside. If you think it's thicker, it's okay, just as it is on the image. But you can arrange also the size of the cells in these columns. You can increase or decrease, it's up to you. So here I have my first design. Here at the end we can delete it, and to take all these borders, remember, go to view and you take out with the grid lines. Now let's go to the second one. Here it's a little bit more advanced, but nothing complicated. So let's see. First you have here I have this image It starts in column A and ends in column AT, and it's numbered from 1 to 12 to 13. So see these cells that are located from G up to AH, numbered from 1 to 28. And also we have a heading that is in vertical sense. So let's start with the headings first. I locate in cell A3. Here I'm going to type the number in caps. And to take this symbol is Alt 167, like this. And here is the title, the heading. Here is employee, first department, employee, months, weeks, and days. In the upper part here we have a subtitle, but first we're going to combine. But we select it here. I go to home, so I merge cells. Remember, I select first the cells and then I can merge, or I can deactivate it and divide the cells, clicking on it again. So first I'm going to type here the main data. So here I'm going to place number 1 and number 2. Remember, see, it's 1 and next 2. And now I'm going to select these ones, and with autofill that you already know, I'm going to drag it to the right. Don't try to do it all. Maybe you can make a mistake. You can do it this way, and then just select from the first column when you type it in the numbers until the last one, and just reduce the size, and all reduce at the same time. And now you select just again 15 and 16 and you drag it. Why the last two ones? Because if you just drag from the 16, it doesn't make the auto calculation. So you need a relative number, correlative number, so that's why it's necessary to do it with the last two. So I select again all together and then I reduce the size. So you have the same size for each of them. Ctrl C again, I repeat it again. So just want to do it from the beginning, select number 1 and number 2, and then drag it until number 28. That's why I made it in 2 times. But if you can do it at just 1 time, you can do it. Then just select all the columns, and you just select it and reduce the size. Not too much, because 2 numbers have to fit in. And ready. So I just go behind them and review. So this is done. And here there was a title too. So I select this row again, merge, and I type this. Participation during the 4 weeks and days. Well, here is the subtitle. And now to add these ones for the months, I locate from here. I'm going to type each. No, I just need to type this one. And so I combine these 3 cells, or merged, and I centered, but I need to rotate it. So you know, I can rotate it. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this is the 4th option. So I'm going to select these 3 cells and I'm going to increase the size. You see how it's expanded, and now I can read it. So I'm going to make it fit, and I'm going to drag it to the right until I have December. And here, And you see how it's all combined, and it repeats the format, the size. And I selected until December, and from one of them I reduce and adjust it. And ready. Now we have the format of the design that we have on the image. And now let's open a little more the first row and expand it a little more, because there goes the image. And here below number, I'm going to type only 1 and 2. So I select these two and I drag it into number 10. Yes. And now let's see the format before inserting the image. Everything here I have to combine it or merge. And now it's easier to select all of them. I select that and I've defined the folders. And so I request all borders. So all borders are made. So now I keep selecting all, and then I can center the text or the numbers. I put it in bold and ready. And now I'm going to insert the image. I just add here insert. I'm looking here in the pictures, looking at my folder, I select that one. The image is over here, so I decrease the size and I put it in the upper part. Do I need more space? Yes. So I expand it and I can click on a little bit and you can place it upon your comfort. Now I select the headings, so it says this is an orange color, and here, and the text is in white. What else is missing? The type of border, so I select all. Remember, I go directly to borders, more options, more borders, and here it says it's a double line. So it says here is a color. This is the one that I selected. Remember to do it in that order. Take out all of the borders. So click on none, then outline, and then inside. And here you have it. At least it's seen down. There's no mistake. Yes, the border here is different. So if I want to make it different, I just click on the headings. Remember, first select all of this and then Control at the same time, Control key, and select the other headings. So I go again to more borders and select a different color. For instance, this, I selected, I'm sorry, I forgot to select the first style, and then none, then outline, then inside, and click. And now you see you have a different border, and here is another border. And with this, we have finished creating the designs. Obviously, there are more designs that we can apply, but I have taught you the most important, how to use the font. I'm sorry, I forgot to select the fonts. Well, I can select just here. I'm going to change it into this one or this one. You can select that one that you would like to prefer more. Maybe Arial, and click enter again. So it would be the same here. I can change it also into Arial. When you can find it, just type it. And all is seen from the Home tab. All the fonts, the size, the colors, the alignments, also the orientation, how to wrap the text, how to merge the cells. And here you have illustrations, how to insert the images. So here, this is how we got how to put it in practice. Don't forget to save this file, and then after saving, now we go back to the original exercises, and we open topic 9, how to set up the page and print. And here, as the previous example, we have two examples. For instance, we have many rows it has 241 rows, and on the second page we have from A to H, and here we have 3092 rows. So this will demand many pages to print. So the printing in Excel is quite easy, as well as we can have it in Word, PowerPoint, but for Excel is quite better when we are working with charts. For instance, let's open here on the first sheet, and here we're going to review these icons that are below. First, on the second one, we can see the design or layout. It allows me to see how many pages will be printed. So we have here nearly 10 pages. So I'm going to design it first, and so here is also indicating me how many pages this document has. So this way I can see how many. I can configure the page to print, but let's make it in a more ordered way. And here I'm going to File, Print. I'm going to Preview. Preview is to see the document before printing it. Here on the upper part I have also the icons that we made it on the first session. I added here this preview, print preview, and here it leads me to print area. But also you can add it pressing Ctrl key with P key, then Ctrl P and escape. We're going to use that one because it's easy, the fastest way. Remember to work with working with the keyboard. It makes you more efficient working in the company. It's noticeable that you are more advanced when you are working with a keyboard. I suggest you to do that. Well, so first let's going to start with the fast printing. I have the print connected and I can print, but first I have to configure the type of paper. Here the most convenient is A4, but there are another types of format for the pages. But here I choose A4. And now it says it will be 15 pages. It was previously in letter format. Why? Because a letter is wider but has less rows. And now I change it into A4. And now the orientation will depend if you have too much information on the horizontal way, you can change it. But if you have portrait orientation, you can choose it that way. Well, now there comes the margins, how to custom margins. And now here at the normal margin, that is this one, you can see the document moved. And now I have here the white. It allows me that the document can be shrinking, but here also I have the narrow, that is this one. And so I have 10 pages here, but most of the information is fitting here. But if I go to the page, to the original, the name of the product is still here. So this means that these 4 rows are not fitting yet. So I get back with Ctrl P, and to solve this problem that these columns are missing, I go to no scaling, and here from all of these options I choose fit all columns on one page. And click on it, and here I have it. So it doesn't mean that all the document is inside one page. It means that the four columns that were not previously, now they are fitting in one page. And now zoom in, and I can see that all the columns are involved, are included. And with the zoom, I can see that the printing doesn't look good, but when you are going to print it, can read it. So I just move to the second one and the third one, because we are adding all the documents, all the rows in one page. So let's see how many rows. All these rows will fit in 3 pages. So here we'll make a brief summary. First, we choose A4 size. The orientation is vertical, and if the document is too much, then in this case has more than 20 columns, then we should change it of the orientation into landscape orientation, so we can fit more columns. It depends if the document allows you to do that. So here you have the narrow option. You see that it's wider here, and up we have more room. But there is something very interesting here that we don't see in the second and third page. There are no headings, so we can set it up here. For instance, I can go out from here with escape, and I can open page layout in this ribbon and open print titles. And here, this is where I can solve that. Here it says repeat to rows to repeat at top, and click this second arrow, and with here I just select one of the titles and just click on it, and it includes. But remember, see, the range is already adjusted. With that is enough. I accept, and now see, I have the second page and the third page too. So that's how you solve this. So you want to repeat the main title in the next 2 pages. So just get back to page layout, print titles, and then here you press the second one, the second arrow, and here you click on it, and you are choosing both rows. And then enter again and accept. Okay, Control P. Like with this, I'm going to print it in the first one, and the second one, and the third one, and so on if I have many more pages. So you have the main title to be printed. Well, this is a quick design and ready. So with the print on, with the paper on, so you can choose how many copies do you want, 2 or 3. It's up to you of how many you want, do you want to print. So this is a more advanced. You can put the headings, the logo of the company, the time of printing, the name of the file. Then if you want to page setup, you can open here, and here the page setup. And here we have a page. We have 4 tabs here. Have the page, the margins, the header and footer, and the sheet. And here you can choose that one. Why? Because I am in the design area. I am the preview. That's why we can do it. So this won't work here. So let's get back to page. I don't move nothing because here is in portrait. Here I don't change nothing. It was adjusted at 67%. You can see to have it in one page. I don't change nothing here and neither here. So I can make some adjustments here in margins. For instance, if I wanted to have centering of the document, I put it okay, so you see there will be more room, and here also equal space. I get back, go to margins, and what happens if I mark vertically? And here it was centered. You see there was a slight movement. It's okay in the second, but maybe on the third page the document may be too much wrong left, up and down. So if I want to take that, I take out that option, so because it's not good that this last page will be centered. So just alter. I don't change left and right margin, but the up, yes, we're going to change it into 3 centimeters. See, I left more room up because maybe we're going to add the logo of the company, some headings, the numbering, the time of printing, and so on. So it increased until the 4th page. Let's get back again. The margins, I have the header and the footer. If you added here 3 centimeters each, you can put it here like 1.5, but you can adjust it. But initially, let's keep it that way. But why? What did they say for? This is just when you are working with the header and the footer, where the logo or the subtitle will be inserted. So now here we're going to configure the header. There's another window, and we can select 3 areas to put our heading. First, the image. We'll put it on the right section of the paper. I locate it here and just click this icon that it says insert picture. This will show me another window where I can select, where I can browse the picture. So let's suppose I select it from the computer. So I have the image here inside resources. I have this image that I used before. So it will always appear as a code, not as an image. So to the left section, here we are going to create a name of a company. For instance, London Company. I select it, and here I have many icons. Besides image, I have here for the formatting the text. So just click on it, and here in this window I can tell you, like, I can choose, for instance, this number is bold, and here I can choose, for instance, blue. And okay, so here I have the heading at the left section, and here the image. If I press OK in preview, you see that the image will be higher, will be bigger. Then again Ctrl P, and here it is. See that the heading is just repeating, and also repeated until the 4th page. But here the image is like not pretty good looking because it's overlapping with the main title. So I get back to page setup, and here I'm going to select inside any of this code. So I click this. I click format picture, and here there is a solution. You can work with percentage or here with height. Just put it here maybe 2 centimeters in height, and also the width will decrease, and also will decrease the percentage. So just OK, click OK, and the image was reduced. And now you can see it completely. We should select an image that is appropriate, and here this is too high, so we need to arrange it. Here we can do it in the header and footer, remember, in page setup. And here what I do is just click and enter, leave just one space, and then they are at the same level. But there's too much space up, so we're going to solve that again. Page setup, margins is not 1.5, we can change it into 1. But if it was 4, maybe I would have to add 2. But here it's better. And those little things are important to learn. Some tips that you are going to prove throughout the time. And here I'm going to add numbering. The number is this little icon that is here, that it says insert page number. And when I do it, it appears just a code. And I'm going to define the type of letter, the font style, and the color too. And now I have the numbering here. If you move from one page to other, so you see all the pages are numbered. So I get back again, custom page footer, and I'm going to add some slash, and I'm going to click on it when it says insert the page. When insert one here it says page, and the other one it says pages. Click again, so the pages are numbered. I have 4 pages, and I am in the first of 4, second of 4, third of 4, and the fourth of 4. When is important to number it? Because you don't want to mess up. So I would like to have them all in order. So you can see that if you are missing one page, and if you have only 3 of these 4. So I get back, and we can try also these options. And if I would like to add the date of printing, here you can add the date, and then click slash, and also include the time with the clock action. And here if you make a zoom, and here you have the date and the time only when it's printing. This is the time of printing. The time not also, but also the day when you're printing it. And here I get back, and I will make a space, shift the space, and also change the color and the font style. And here you have it again. So it is included. And here maybe you can add the address or the telephone of the company. Here go again to header and footer, and here you keep adding more. Remember that you can insert the name of the file, the numbers of pages, and it will show you which page you are located. And here I'm going to make a zoom in. So it says exercise 9, print and configure sheets. That's the name of the file. So this is ready to print. So finally I will have 4 pages. So this is a more advanced page setup. So we need just to practice it, but it's easier and much better than Word and PowerPoint when it's about printing, because working with charts you can merge, you can align, you put in the headings and so on. As a practice, you're going to save and repeat this exercise again, but your challenge is to practice all this because this one has many more pages. Obviously, you don't print it, just configure it. Remember to repeat the titles and the headings in each page so that you can have it in a vertical orientation, in a portrait orientation. So this is the end of this topic with the templates that we used and the configuration. Before finishing, I'm going to see one more thing. If I would like to print some part of this document, how do I do it? So first I just select what I would like to print until the row 27. So I would like to print only until the register number 25. And here go to page layout, and here this is set print area. I click on it and that's enough. And now Control P, and now you see that I have the document. But what happened with the other part? It's because I am configuring only the printed area that I chose. What will happen if I do another option? It's just enough to locate outside, then you go to page layout and then print area, and you click on clear print area. So if you get back to Control P, all the 4 pages appear again. And now escape, and now I'm going to print again. So this time I would like to print from the row 111 until 167. So I do the same, print area, set print area, and nothing else. And now Control P to review. And here's what I got. You see, it's from 110 until 160. And what happened here and what happened with all the other information is hidden. And the page is configured already, so it maintains the main title and the headings. So remember, you can't leave it that way. Clear the print area, and you can control and review, and you can check the document is complete. So this is a bonus that I wanted to add. So now let's go to practice.